back to the program. The US military is back at the Bagram Air Base in Afghanistan, and as it is reported now by Dan Holloway, saying that the United States is taking Bagram Air Base back from the Taliban at the Taliban request. So it means that they're not necessarily forcing their way there. They probably paid the Taliban handsomely to be able to use Bagram. But we remember that the United States had abandoned this airbase when the withdrawal from Afghanistan happened. And now they are back there. And of course, this happens with the backdrop of the US negotiating with the Iranians in regards to their nuclear weapons program. And as Dan notes in his subsequent post, if you're curious why the US would be interested, have a look at the map. You can see Bagram basically halfway between Iran and China. And so the U.S. now moving their military assets. We know that they've already moved B-2 bombers on Diego Garcia, amassing a substantial number of them. And if this is any indication, is probably that the negotiations with the Iranians for the nuclear program are not going well, and perhaps we could be days away from some kind of military intervention hitting the Iranian nuclear facilities. And as that is happening, we have here at home, fences are back up around the White House. So, you know, if you take all these things in consideration, it probably tells you that something is going to happen in the very near future as these negotiations advance. And perhaps we will learn later this week that the negotiations have failed. Another piece of news to put together: the U.S. carrier Carl Vinson is now arriving to the Middle East. So this is another piece of the puzzle. And, you know, there's already, this is a second aircraft carrier over in the area. They're probably going to move a lot more military assets if they're going to target Iran. We know that they were already targeting the Yemeni Houthis, and perhaps we are going to see something bigger happening now in the next few days. And that is happening at the same time as China now deliberately wanting people to see their next generation fighter. And we've seen this plane already several times, but now it is flying solo over a public road. And that is definitely something that they would do, knowing that people would be able to take videos and post them online. It is somewhat a show of force from the Chinese displaying their latest weapons at a time when the trade war between the U.S. and China is escalating, with Donald Trump now saying that he's going to slap another 50% tariffs on China as they retaliate to the original tariffs. So we're looking now at perhaps 100% tariffs from goods coming from China. And at the same time, the European Union proposed a zero tariff deal to the US, but Donald Trump doesn't seem to want to take that deal. Perhaps his idea is that he wants them to drop VAT tax, and we will see what happens next. But now we are April 8th. April 9 is the date when the 50% tariffs will hit China. We will see what will happen tomorrow in the market. As of right now, the futures are up substantially, around 700 points. We'll see if that remains the case during the day, or if the potential bad news coming will drop the markets. But as of now, the situation is definitely fluid. A lot of things happening. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like so you don't miss any of the future news that will be coming this week.
Hit me with that like and sub to the channel. Hit me with that like and click the effing bell. Click that bit, alright. The algo recommends. For sure you gon' like. The algo knows you well. Hit me with that like. Subscribe to the channel. Hit me with that like and click the effing bell.